were suffocating. Are you still suffocating?
Not now. Not just now.
Can you put yourself in my shoes? Can you picture how it looks to me?
You know, that's the one thing I can't do.
Why can't you put yourself in my shoes? Because it would mean eliminating me, in effect killing me? Or are you afraid to see yourself? And who am I?
You're the director of the committee. You are the state. The trouble is that before the conversation even begins, everything has been said.
10 years from now, there will be a person wandering around, and people will say that it is you. Now they say that it will be you. But what really is your obligation to him? Suppose he starves. Does that bother you? Can you experience his pleasures? In a way, yes. Like you can experience mine. What is the difference between your relation to yourself in the future and other people now?
I may be the director of a committee in the future. I can't think anymore. There is something that we're driving at, but I can't see what it is.
Do you believe that I have access to knowledge? That I understand something about society?
Yes.
Do you want me to stop the games and just come out with it?
Yes.
Suppose I were to tell you, just like that in a phrase. Do you have any idea what it would sound like? Do you think you could understand it? Do you have any idea what it would be a sound? Do you think you could understand?
What would it look like?
Understand.
And could you even recognize it?
Do you have
And
any
would it
idea?
always be the same?
Do you think you could understand it?
I can tell you one thing. You're just as much a part of it as me. And him.
What interests me about authority is the fakery. And what interests me about rejection of authority is also the fakery.
I think the whole world is a madhouse. An extended madhouse.
Is that a way of saying that you are mad?
As long as the dialogue goes on, there's a chance of rationality.
Not everyone would agree with that. Let me ask you a question. Suppose we could get far enough away from human society to observe it with detachment. What would it look like? A mold? A colony of bacteria going through the familiar phases?
And if so, what would we do about it? Try to break the ghastly chain?
With what means?
You would have to understand the process. Or else just lash out, strike at something.
It's late in the day. Maybe too late. I'd suggest we look for the best shortcut.
Back to the lodge?
Yes, if you like. Back to the lodge.
It's obvious that my contract with society was not total. I may have cut my head off and put it back on again, but the wound didn't close up completely. Not completely.
Some people think that the criminals and the mad are the real heroes.
Why not in a corrupt world? In a pointless and vicious society?
But in a reasonable society.
There are no criminals.
So, one criminal act can turn a reasonable society into an unreasonable one.
And back again.
To the lodge.
Yes, if you like.